goes? Max Sleepy here, and welcome back to episode 19 of our Germany long conquest, Call to Arms, Gates of Hell. Last episode we were on the attack on the Stalingrad outskirts. This time we are going to be defending this same point once again. We've got a medium risk ammo. We're in Rzhev, which appears to be a very nice open map. Lots of defensive craters and trenches, so should be really good for our tanks. In the last episode we sadly lost many of the boys. This squad managed to get away fairly unharmed, so they're still on their 4 machine guns, but this squad... oh, actually, which squad was it that got brutally annihilated? Was it this squad? Might have been this squad actually. Yeah, one of the squads was brutally annihilated by some rockets, sadly. But it's not the end of the world. We also came out of it with some decent equipment, but we're still in an ammo deficit. A byproduct of my poor decision to use artillery, sadly. But yeah, we're saving up our research points still, because I just want the Tiger II, because there's basically nothing in the Russian arsenal that can destroy it. So yeah, we'll get that in. But we're on the defensive. Our army is historically been very, very good on the defence. We've got Tigers, we've got lots of artillery. We've got a Pack 40 sitting here as well. This thing's an absolute monster. Beautiful bit of kit. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Let's defend this location. See how it goes. I hope all my viewers are well. I hope my wonderful, beautiful subscribers are well as well. You're all beautiful if you choose to subscribe to my channel. You're a fucking legend as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, a shout out to my boys, Alex, Soul Survivor, Daddy Cone, Buddha Beat, and there's one of them is my friend. I know one subscriber's my friend, but there's a fifth that I don't think's commented yet. I haven't seen a comment from him, but yeah, man, if you're subscribed, hope you're enjoying the channel. Pop a comment down so I can say hello. If you scroll through the comments, you'll note I respond to my comment as I like talking to my subscribers. I want to build a community. That's what I think YouTube's really about. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a British bloke who records the games he already plays. Normally while sitting in my underwear in my little bedroom office. You didn't need to know that, but I'm afraid that is the truth. Anyway, right, so we're getting attacked from this flank. I always like to orientate the camera towards that direction. I think we're going to hold Delta. We can probably hold Charlie with minimal effort. Yeah, I've fought on this map before. There's like a little bit of a ford here, so you can kind of hold a bit of the river. But I think our best bet is going to be to hold Delta, because it's just open plains. But anyway, let's get our rifle squads in. Let's get our... I forget which squad our engineers are in. I normally try and keep this a little bit better laid out. We're going to have them, and we're going to have them. So we'll be able to get kind of everything we need in. Move up the tanks. We'll get our mortars in position. You go and pick that up. You guys need to drive up there because you're going to have a lot to do in a minute. The Undying Maxim, which never ever seems to have any issues. Genuinely not sure how that thing is still alive. We'll get them up. Send the officer up. Tank wing can just climb in there. You guys need to drive over there as fast as you can. These boys just need to drive up over there. So you guys will probably note that I tend to only defend 1 point. I just prefer that. I think it's easier to make a solid defense. DK described it really nicely as like an iron wall, and I think that is the best way to fight the defense in this game. We're never going to hold Echo. Oh, actually, no, I lie. We could. We've got a big enough army to hold Echo, but it'll be so close to the enemy, and it'll be easy to get surrounded here. We could have held Charlie. It's really close to us, but the terrain isn't quite as advantageous. Whereas Delta over here, beautiful, absolutely beautiful location. Really nice open plains. You know, we look at that ground and it's just, you know, it's flat, basically. Right, so we want a tank position here. We'll have a tank position here, and we'll have a tank position right here. So we'll get those boys going. You can drop that and then head over to here. I'm going to have my kind of artillery support over here, methinks. You guys can just go over there as easily as you can. Stump the infantry out. The Pack 40 is going to be on a spur facing kind of this direction. So the bulk of the enemy force is going to come up here, but we need to be prepared for stuff to come here. Now, they may try and go for this one and then potentially flank around, so we need to be aware of that. But I don't think we need to be particularly worried about that. If that makes sense? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Yeah, something we need to be aware of, but shouldn't be too concerned about. And here's our Feldwebel, who is going to equip only binoculars. Once he's done that, he is going to be looking up here. That kind of direction, anyway. Right, we've got our tank men here. You're going to jump out. Which truck are you? If I open the back of your truck, are you full of guns? No, you're not. Right. So you can just make a pit. Right, let's get you boys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then what we're going to do is we're going to split them up with K. These are the guys that can't dig holes, so what we need to do is just use the engineers to dig them some holes. And then there, maybe we can just drive up there. This thing also doesn't have a spare. What I was supposed to do, so a good shortcut, I didn't use it for the other squad, I forgot, but a good thing to do is if you group your squad like that, so shift and a number, and you're basically turning them into, you know, squad 2 for the hotkeys. When you then dig the foxholes, they will head out to dig their foxholes. To avoid them all standing around and doing anything weird, if you then press K, it splits the squad up, and that means they won't all try and like group together and bunch together and do anything particularly funky. What you can then do afterwards is let's get you in there. What you can do afterwards is then if you press that number again, so 2, once they're finished digging their holes, is they'll regroup, which is nice. You're digging that. What I want you to do, my man, is you are just going to dig 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to go back there. You're over here with that. So, you see, squad 2 is all now basically jumped in a hole. If I now press 2 again, you see how they just become one squad? Very, very useful. Because now, unfortunately, what I have to do with these Muppets is shift-click them all back into a squad. Because they're supposed to be squad 1. It's fine. Get it fixed. It's not a problem. Let's move their half track up. Let's move their half track up. Let's get this squad in next. What have you done? Bloody moron. You need to hurry up and get over there because we're running out of time quite quickly. Right, so the mortar platoon's going to be over there. We'll sandbag them up. Let's get the 2 snipers over here. We'll position them afterwards. Let's get the command squad over here at the back. Let's get the final squad and mobile reserve just kind of here. We'll probably actually deploy them this round. Let's get the final Tiger to here. Have them facing out that way. Right, you can get in there. You can get in there. Just one again. So he's just digging that pit. Right, you have no more building supplies, so just join your buddy over there for now. Right, so the last 2 mortars we want over here, and then the other supply truck we want just kind of here. Awesome. Right, so once this engineer's finished digging his little pits for the extra troops, what we'll do is we'll send the engineers back to the Kettenkrad to load up again. And then they'll be on sandbag digging duty, basically. We're 9.5 minutes in, so we've still got loads of time. This is why I installed that mod, guys. This is the exact reason I installed that mod. I think they're actually out of building supplies, it's just not showing it properly. That's fine. It's not a problem. Feldwebel, get in the pit. And then we just press 2. And they're all sorted. Now, what I would like to know is if you guys get in there. Can you fire over? Yes, you can. Cool. So yeah, the Maxim doesn't come with any, a lot of like fixed emplacement guns have what the game calls vehicle sandbags, which are, as it sounds, they're just spare sandbags for vehicles. So let's just get some sandbags put up for the vehicles, and then what we'll probably do is just have a kind of bit of a pit for the mortars. You know, use the sandbags we have. Right, our snipers, Daddy Cone suggested, and I'm going to trust Daddy Cone on this because he's not let me down yet. He said these guys should be quite far up the line and hidden to assist with spotting and range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these guys up. They're going to go on hold fire so that they're not discovered, and they're just going to lie down and assist us in increasing range. Now potentially they're just going to get run over or shelled to death, and then Daddy Cone will have to answer for his crimes. Is it Daddy Con or Daddy Cone, by the way? Love the name. Be very interested just to make sure I'm getting it right. But yeah, so you can see we now have like a really nice extra bit of range. So if the enemy start bringing in artillery, just for example, the enemy's bringing in artillery, they'll normally bring it in a lot closer range than we require. Are you the one with no ammo? No, you got loads of ammo. Just load that and go to attack ground again. Yeah, so we now have range up to 200 and something meters, so we should hopefully see them a lot faster than they see us. I might even move this guy to face this direction just to increase that little bit more range. Right, let's get this squad out. What we're also going to do is we're going to have the medic from this squad be a just auto revive monkey. So what this guy's going to do is he is going to... Oh, he can't build a medic tent. He doesn't come with any building supplies. That's fine. He's just going to run over here. Let's just get our engineers back building supplied again. So medic's going to... Oh, that's because I didn't have the medic selected. Right. You, though, are going to do the same thing as your other officer friend, but this time over here, shall we say? Should we go like... Let's just get him over here, actually. Just in some kind of cover. So apparently our team is leading. This is lovely to hear. Right, you going to build a little medic tent over here. You need to jump out. Ah, this is the one with all the guns in it. Cool. We'll use that afterwards to get everything set up. You're just gonna assist over in this corner. Once he's finished doing that, I just want to kind of set up a as wide as possible area. I think he's got to finish doing that first. Not entirely sure yet where I want my mobile reserve to kind of hang about. So I'm just going to drag a very wide area for this guy, and he is just going to hang about near his medic tent. He's going to lie the fuck down. Cool. And then we just managed to get our artillery. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the tanks to bring in the artillery. The trucks are going to do a little bit of moving with the trucks to get them in the right position, but we'll get the trucks over there. The verbal wind I kind of want over here. That's the point. We need to dig another trench pit for our verbal wind. How about like right there? Alright, so here we go. PTRS carriers in. Gas quadruples. Because we should still have a bit of time. Should have a bit of time. Let's get this final supply truck in just over here. And you need to start dragging shit over here as fast as you bloody can. What's this? KV-1E, so they've teched up again. So they started bringing the big guns. Okay, so they are going down to Charlie, so it's good that we've got all of our waves in before they all started turning up. Let's get a couple of fighting positions just set up over here, should we need to defend this area. The mobile reserve, I'm going to have the mobile reserve out of the vehicle, I think. Just in case we do need to deploy them at quick notice, which there is definitely a potential for. so let's actually have you over kind of here direction. What are you? You're a machine gunner. Can you like just get in cover here? Right, what we now need to do is just move these boys. So another reason I don't like rocket artillery, because it doesn't come on tracks. And because it doesn't come on tracks, you have to drive it. Right, so these are both going to be on free to fire, effectively. I am perfectly happy for these guys to fire at will. Maybe not you, actually. Because what you are probably going to do is... So let's actually get you over there. This one, I'm going to drive over there, where that supply truck is. Probably better not to have all of my artillery in one place. And if we lose these things, all we're actually losing is a couple of artillery men, aren't we? We're not losing anything massive. You know, we didn't really have to do much to get these, apart from steal them. So if we do lose these, it won't be the end of the world. Right, they are focusing pretty heavy up there. They've not even gone for Echo. So we're all going for Charlie. So the main enemy thrust might actually come from more this direction. So what we may have to do is... Sorry boys, you may have wasted your time. Get yourselves over there. We may have to deploy the reserve immediately and get them out in this kind of area. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's get them all out over there now. You're free to fire, you're free to fire, you're available. The mortars are all there. You are going to head more over this direction, methinks. Yeah, they've all gone for Charlie. Ooh. I'm hoping this hasn't been a colossal misjudgment on my part. But they have pretty rapidly gone for Charlie. Can you just build small foxholes? Yes you can, good. Get on building them. I need vision on probably this road, if you can see it. Yes, good. So we can move the tanks, that's not a problem. I was kind of expecting them to come more down this road. I'm really surprised they just went that direction, I have to say. That I was not expecting. Okay, so they've now gone back. So potentially we might get nice. It's causing absolute havoc. Oh dear. So we knew they were going to take this position because it's being defended by nothing, basically. Yeah, it's not a problem. Good job. Good job. Potentially, I bought too many foxholes, but what I'm going to do is the officer is going to go in that one. And he's going to continue to give me, once I see that number stop moving. There we go. Cool. So we've got a bit of vision over there. Now, they could potentially hit that road and come down this way and hit us from the back, in which case we are, to use a Turner phrase, turbo fucked, would be the phrase I would use. Yeah, turbo fucked. But, hopefully that won't happen, because it looks like we got lucky and they've taken Echo and are now pivoting the direction we want them to go, which is what we wanted. Now, are they going to, they may potentially walk on our sniper, so we need to just keep an eye on this. And they have walked on our sniper. Yeah, and he's dead. Bugger. Well, they have rockets, and they're allowed to fire, so... Here we go. So the enemy is now coming in full force, but they are coming the exact direction I wanted them to come. So it's looking quite good for us. They have very kindly decided to do exactly what we wanted them to do. Jolly nice of them. Artillery's doing work, the tanks are doing work. We need to get you fixed immediately. You are good. Bail. Get back there, dig a hole. To look that direction so that we can see that. Hopefully you will actually decide to aim at that. Bugger. We lost the gun. You go and assist him. We should have a medic sprinting over there. Oh dear. That's not good. This is really not good. Can you target over there? Who knows? Right. So we've got a very anointing vehicle over here. Majority of these tanks don't care about T-70s. KV-1's a bit of a problem. This isn't a problem. We have got infantry attacking us from over this direction that the verbal wind can't do a lot about. Gun. then unfortunately, boys, you guys are actually going to have to go out there. He is fixing that tank. This one's still fine. You are badly damaged. Gentlemen, your time has come. Hurry. Oh, we're getting big hits. Target that before this happens. Good, Verwin's doing its job. Tank men are moving up to the Panther. No, he lost his 18. Big sad. Nope. No. Stay in. Get fixed. Squad 2 is basically gone. Enemy artillery just delivering far too much damage to us. This squad's all fine. You boys need to get over there. The mortars are doing work. The main guns are still up. These rocket artilleries are just crap. Really, just don't rate them at all. Medic is still doing his job. Right, if you can't fix it, just get in it. What we still got? KV-1s. Where are you going? Bloody hell. We do actually still have a sniper. Amazingly. That way if we can. Right, so vehicle-wise, you that needs repairs, you that needs repairs. You're fine. But can you see what you need to aim at? Yeah, you can actually. It is, however, pretty hard to see what is actually still a threat. Yeah, I continue to use those. Are you fixing that, or what? You're not, are you? Right, that's getting hit now. Because the Panther's gun's been fixed. You're just taking shot after shot. You can jump out. You need to run over here. And when I say run, I mean run. Okay. We're doing alright. The loss of second squad is horrific. And we are going to lose the majority of the... we're going to lose the majority of the rifles. The MGs. That is just the way it is, sadly. You need to go and fix that. Fucking immediately, my man. What's that? Dushka. Nice. Good, so he's now fixing up this tank. Once we get the gun fixed, I think we'll be alright. We're not in a great position, but we are alive. Nothing can reach their artillery. I don't know how this thing's still alive. But it is. And if it can still fire, I'd appreciate it if it could fire around here-ish. Phenomenal. Well, I think we did very well. Need to get over here and get him up. You boys need to... No, you don't. You don't. Doesn't matter. It's only the wheels. Don't worry about it. I want you boys to do a compartment up there. You're now firing. Get back to the tank. You're fine other than tracks. You're completely fine. We've got more tanks coming in. Back a little bit. Another fucking artillery gun now. Q hit there. Yep. Fuck. Hey! Shoot that. Idiot. Focus on the artillery, morons. You know. Right, we did it. Well, that was a bloody one. There's a lot of enemy tanks out there. Shells. Okay, tracks. Man, they are bringing in so much artillery. So mortars are fine. This thing is still firing. It's up over there. Give him a hand. Oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Got that. Can't quite tell where their artillery is. There it is. Right. You need to suppress the shit out of that location. You, can you still fire? If you can. Oh, rockets over there. Please, and thank you. Right, 234. Oh! Oh, the mortars are down. Right, it is probably time to start moving up in the world. We've got tigers that are combat ready and capable. Let's start moving them up. We need to take out that KV-1. Fucking artillery. You killed that thing? You out of tank shells? Fuck. Right, he's out of tank shells. You have tank shells. You're moving up now. You need repairs. Hold your fire. Hey, hold your fire. Don't want you shooting at it. Only this thing. You can kill that with your HE. Up the arse of these enemy tanks. Right, that KV's dead. Oh! Fucking artillery is so ridiculously overpowered, my man. Oh my days. I never used to understand why there were so many mods for removing the AI's like artillery amounts, because there are mods out there. If you go on the workshop, there's a lot of mods for there's a lot of mods for artillery to like stop the enemy having so much artillery. I never quite understood it myself. What is hitting me? This thing? How's that thing still alive? How have they still got artillery? Oh my god. So much artillery. It's ridiculous. Look at this, they've got another gun up there. Way too much artillery. We've got another one over here as well. Look at this. Unfortunately for them, we're a tank. Do you kind of see what I mean by there's too much artillery? Like, they bought like 5 guns. 5 artillery guns to this battle. It's a bit cheesy, in my opinion, for the AI to, because they cheat. Do you know what I mean? Like, the game tries to pretend they don't, but of course they do. They're AI. They know where you are, and yeah, it just feels cheap to me to just like, because I couldn't bring 5 artillery guns and keep them going. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't get that ammunition. I could barely fit that manpower. They already get such a huge manpower advantage over you. So then when the game gives them, you know, I think we've had, what, 6 now? Massive artillery pieces. You know, they're not like small artillery pieces. They're heavy guns. Yeah, it just feels a bit cheap to me. By the AI. It just gives them, I think, too much of an advantage because they don't have the vision issues that you do. They will always kind of know where you are and where you've got your lines. I understand why they do it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not about. It feels like the enemy gets too much artillery to me. Okay, well, he's having a bit of an epic. He dead? He should be dead. Get him up anymore. But I don't even think that's the artillery gun that was causing me grief. That one I think was up this direction. So there's another enemy artillery piece. I'm fairly sure there's another one further up here. Maybe not. We might finally be finished. Fuck me. Right. Well, we are critically low on manpower now. But what we will have is a lot of shit to fix. So, I'm going to take every single tank command I can get my grubby little mitts on and start trying to fix up enemy vehicles. So, I will cut here and we'll rejoin once everything has been fixed. See you in just a minute, guys. And there we go, finished. We got absolutely fucking hammered. 69 of our men died in that battle. 9 vehicles. 26 enemy vehicles were taken out. 380 infantry. So, quite the battle. We did, however, on the bright side, we've got a lot of manpower. It's the ammo we're only ever struggling with. Remember that. We've got a lot of manpower because we've been capturing so much enemy equipment. There we go, another 2,500. So hopefully that will help. We may have to sell our tanks and rebuy them. But we'll see. Yeah, we're well under now. We did, however, capture a ton of enemy equipment. We're going to have to go right through. Right through. This thing's not even worth resupplying. Sell it. This thing is probably worth resupplying. Still got a veteran crew. This thing, not worth resupplying. Sell it. What we've got to try and do now is get our resupply costs down as much as possible. Resupply our troops. Oh, that hurts. That does hurt though. All of our mortars. This tank crew, oh, that's really expensive. But they still have majority veteran crew. So that's probably worth it. These things were absolute dog shit. I'd have rather just had a load of big guns. We can now start. Well, we've got basically an entire battery of Soviet heavy artillery. In fact, we've got 3 of these, so we'll probably use those. These things were surprisingly dangerous. These were all right. Their tanks did all right, actually. Their 34s and KVs, something to potentially consider. Their tanks are actually not too bad. KV-1E. We'll sell the KV-1E. We'll be selling the 34s. We're not going to be using them. The KV-1 9042 will sell. The KV-1E will sell. The 107mm we're not going to be using now. So sell. This thing now appears cheap in comparison. So we'll take her back out. This thing just got absolutely annihilated. But we're going to have to go through and probably rebuild everything, to be fair, because nothing really came out of that battle undamaged. Unfortunately. So what we're going to do, 1,700 to resupply everything. But certain things like this, you know, these artillery pieces, super cheap. Manpower wise, yeah, not a problem. The SU-76 we're not going to use. Our mortars, relatively cheap, but there's no veterancy, so we'll just get rid of them. You know, this one, veteran 1, not worth it. 120mm I would like to keep, if we can. This thing, you know, 62 cash, no. The command squad, yes. But actually, resupply the tank men. Majority of the stuff that need resupplying. Where is the majority of that cost still coming from? It still needs 1,500. So you're 600, 800, 900. Flag Panzer. For veterancy 2, probably not worth the pay. Get rid of it, you know. We really only want to be resupplying with our ammo what we will have to resupply. You know, this Opal Blitz supply, why would we bother paying 183? We'll just buy another one. These guys, just get rid of them. You know, if they're nothing special, then let's just get rid of them. You know, what would we be resupplying this squad for? Well, 1 machine gun, 2 machine gun, 3 machine gun, 4 machine gun, 5 machine gun. Worth it. Resupply them. We're basically now down to just these 2 things. So we've pretty much resupplied everything German. Good. But yeah, next episode we're going to go through. Do we have enough for? Ooh. Yeah, right. Okay. That was never going to be a difficult selection. So we can now afford to get the King Tiger. We are going to probably base our army around a zug of these guys. This thing is basically immortal, pretty much. KV2 we're going to get rid of. This I consider worth resupplying. It probably isn't, but I'm going to because I quite like it. Yeah. But we will need to look at what we've got, what we're going for, and how we're going to progress, because clearly the game is getting a hell of a lot harder now. But we're going to do all that in the next episode. So without further ado, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. If you like the episode, if you like the content, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you liked. If you dislike the content, no dramas at all. Feel free to dislike the video. All I ask is you leave a bit of feedback, drop a comment, let me know what you disliked. If you want to see more Max Sleepy, you want to see the end of this campaign, and the next campaign I'm already planning to do, you know where the subscribe button is. Hit that subscribe button, join the crew, get commented, get talked to. I will reply to the comments, and you will be a very valued and welcome member of my community. But that is all for today, guys. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. This has been Max Sleepy, signing off.